Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be using the Too Faced Razzle Dazzle palette. It's another throwback in my collection, and it's pretty much berry eyeshadows. This is what the color scheme looks like. Really pretty. So let's see what we can come up with. And I prime my eyes today with the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Shortbread, because I didn't want a really thick and brighter side eye this morning, so I decided to go lighter on my lid. So we're gonna start out with the Morphe 433 brush. Well, you know what, I'm gonna take that back. We're gonna go in with our Norm, the Morphe 535, this fluffy brush. Here, let me zoom you guys in. This fluffy brush by Morphe. And we're going to take the shade, the second shade in the palette, which is this nice matte, kind of nudie, light mauve matte shade. And we're going to apply that shade all over our crease area right below our brow bone area. And you know my norm, I like to stamp, then blend. So let's see. So we're going to stamp. And I'm just going back in the palette because the pans are so small. You have to keep going back a little bit and getting more shadow on your brush. Okay, so that's performing pretty good. I like that. That's actually nice. So let's do it again. Just packing a little bit more so the shade can, you can see the shade on my lid. So now we're going to blend in windshield wiper motions and then circular motions. That's pretty. So now we're going to do the other eye. You're going to pack it. This is a pretty shade though. And then pack some more. And I like how soft it is. And although I'm packing the brush, it's not giving like this really pigment that you can't blend out. I like how soft it is. And pack it again. And then we're going to blend. This is like really pretty. This is a beautiful shade. Let's pack a little bit more here because I feel like the other eye have more going towards the inner eye. That is pretty to me. And I'm just applying a little bit more and just blending. I like that. And then there's like no fallout from this shadow, which is nice. And just blend out. I'm just blending out the edges past my eyelid. And I'm just blending the shadows up closer towards my brow bone. This is like nice. You could wear this all over your lid by itself. It's so pretty. So now I'm going to go in with my Morphe 433. And let's take this third shade from the last shade. It's another matte purple shade. What happened to my lighting? There it is. It's a more of a matte. You know what? It's more, I know what it is. That light up there is on. It's more of a matte purple shade. Hang on, you guys. Let me fix that because I don't want to be going in and out my lighting. Yeah, that should do it. That's much better. So again, we're going to go in that third shade from the last shade, this matte plummy purple shade. And we're going to use our 433 brush by Morphe and pack this right into the crease area. And then start blending. And I want to focus and concentrate this right in the crease area, where it's like a really deep shade and not going up to my brow bone. Concentrate this right in that area. And I put a little bit more on my brush because I really want that payoff this morning in my crease. Because normally I'm doing these much softer looks, but this morning I want a more deeper look, but still wearable, but more focused on my crease. Like it's more defined, this shadow. Same thing for this one. And blend right in your crease. And when you use a more denser brush like this 433 brush, it gives that that pigment that you want because of the brush. It's not a fluffy brush, so you're going to get the product is kind of packed on that brush. So it's easy for you to get the pigments you want using a brush like this for the crease. So we're just adding a little more, still blending upwards, but not too far up past the crease. And I'm doing it in circular motions. And then we're going to blend out on this end. That's coming together like really pretty. I like this shade. Then we're going to do the same thing back on this eye. Start going towards the outer V a little bit and back up in that crease area. Trying to make sure it the shades are placed as much as possible like the other eye. Okay. This is like so pretty. I'm liking it. That's like coming together pretty. Okay, then I'm just going to blend a little more. Like I said, so this shade can be a little bit even and matching each other as much as possible on how I placed it. So I think that's pretty good. So now we're going to put a little bit more on here and just focus it mainly on this outer V without blending up past that crease. So that intensity can still be in mostly that crease area. So next we're going to go in with, let's find another brush, more like denser brush. Let's use this ColourPop E9 brush, this little pencil brush. And we're going to go in with the shade, the shade next to the last shade, this deeper, it looks like a black plummy purple, to deepen up this outer V. And it is like a black matte. And we're just going to pack it on the lower. I like to do my blacks like this. Apply a little bit on my lash line and then work it up in my outer V, so that it's not too intense and I have a lot of work to blend out. And we're just lightly blending it. I don't want it too deep, just enough to add some depth to my outer V. And I'm just blending it in circular motions. Okay, so that is blending pretty good. Let's get this one blended. And I'm just blending in circular motions and making sure these edges are not harsh. That is coming together so pretty. So I'm going to go back in with this 433. I'm not applying any more shadow right now. Just blending it back into my crease. So this black can transition with my crease area. That's coming together so pretty. So now we're going to go in with my NYX Base Booster. I can find it because I just had it yesterday. Here we go with this morning. All this noise. Okay, we're going to use the NYX Base Booster. Apply the norm, our 2 little dollops on the back of my hand. 2 little even dollops. And then place it where there's no shadow. I'm not going to place it on the black. I'm mainly going to go towards the center and towards the inner corner of my eye. Because I still want to leave that black where it is. I'm going to go all over it. And I will just apply a little bit more black back to that outer V if we need to. And then the other eye. But we're going to focus most of the pigment on the middle, the center of the eye towards the inner corner. And what's left, we can just drag it to the outer V. How about that? Okay, so next, we're going to add some shimmers. So let's go in with, let's do this third shade. It's a really beautiful shade. I've swatched that shade a couple of times, but I've never used it. So we're going to put it on my ring finger. Beautiful, beautiful, like rose gold type shade. And we're going to pack it on our lid. Oh my God, it's pretty. This is so pretty. I did not know it was like that. It's like the creamiest. It's so pretty and creamy. Wow, didn't expect that. Do it, Too-Faced. Oh my God, I'm making a mess. We're going to just go all the way across the lid. And then we'll apply some more black onto it. Because I don't want it to be harsh from this shadow. Because it's more like a foil shadow. And my finger is all over the place. But that's okay. We'll work it out. You know my motto. Keep going. Keep going. So we're going to take this 433 Morphe and just blend this shadow, these edges out with this brush. And I'm not adding any more shadow right now. So we're going to take a little bit more of the matte shade that we put in the crease area and lightly blend the outer V, because we're going to take a little bit more of that black in a minute and place it back on that outer V, because I just completely lost it when I start placing this with my finger. I should have gone in with a brush. I didn't want this much on my lid, but it is here now, so we just have to work with it and keep pushing. Now I'm going to be sitting here a little longer than I expected, blending out these shadows. And I am still getting ready for work, so we're gonna have to see how this gonna work. May have to stop right here. Let's see. But we're just still blending, because blending is the key to beautiful eyeshadows. And just blending a little more so you don't have that harshness. And blend again. And I'm kind of lifting my eyes a little bit now so I can actually blend it right in my crease. I'm liking how it's coming out though. Okay, so now we're going to go back in with the black shade. And I'm going to keep it on this Morphe 433 brush since it's fluffier than the pencil brush, and just lightly blend in the outer V. I'm just barely touching the shadow because I don't want to break it up. I just wanted a little more intensity in that area where we kind of like lost it when I placed this shimmer shade, because I didn't realize it was that foiled when I used my finger. And I'm just placing this black shade in the outer V, like I said, to get a little more definition, and blending. And I'm liking how this is coming together so far. Okay. This is not the look I was going for, but I like it. And that's another thing about eyeshadows. You can go in thinking you're finna do one look and come out with something totally different. So I'm going to take this 535. We're going to take this first shade that we used, which is the second shade in the palette. But it was the first shade we put on our eyes. And we're going to pack back on this brush so we can kind of make sure that it goes well with how much shadow is on the lid, the deepness of it. And you can see the difference already. This one is more transitioning into how much shadow I put on the lid. This one is still on the lighter side. So we're going to deepen this one up just a little bit more. And then we're just going to blend. And then blend. Okay, so my final last step, what I want to attempt to do, because I'm not trying to sit here all day, but I cannot find another brush. We're going to take another ColourPop brush, the same one, E9, but it's a cleaner one, a new one, clean one. And we're going to take this same matte purple shade that we put in the crease. I just want to deepen it up just a little bit. And just place it right there in the crease. I don't know why, but I just wanted that purple shade to show on my eye. And I'm just blending it in circular motions, because I feel like it got kind of start fading when I put that shimmer shadow on my lid. It faded a little bit. So I think this should do it. I think I'm okay with it now. I'm just blending like circular motions all the way through the crease. I think I like that. I think that should do it. Fluffy 535. Just making sure there's no harshness from what I just added, that other shadow. I like that. So let's clean it up and see what it looks like once we get all of this extra shadow off of the eye area. I like that. That's so pretty. You guys can see that's so pretty. I like it. So now we're gonna zoom you guys back out. I am going to go off, finish the rest of my face, the norm, and I will be back to show you guys the final look. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back, and this is the final look using this Too Faced Razzle Dazzle Berry eyeshadow palette. I love how it turned out. The colors, the formula, really good. If you don't own any Too Faced, when they have sales, you may want to check them out because they are a high-end brand. But they do have plenty of sales. I know they had one for Labor Day. I believe it was 25% off their site. But they do have some great formula. This is a nice palette. I like this palette. So I'm going to definitely be leaving this palette out when I want to do a mauve-y look. Especially with the formula is really good in here. So to finish my look, I did not apply any more eyeshadows, but I did highlight today with my Amrezy highlighter by Anastasia, and this is what it looks like. I did not apply any blush today. I just wanted more of a glow, and I did highlight my brow bone area and my inner corner with this highlighter as well. This is another great highlighter. It's really nice. Then the last thing I did was I did my full face, the same routine. I actually recorded it yesterday. If any of you guys are interested in it, it is on my channel, how I do my full face from my oils, moisturizing, sorry, piece of hair. From my oils, my moisturizing, my full face base application. I uploaded that on yesterday. So if any of you guys want to see that, then I'm going to actually put it in the cards for you. And I also put it in the description down below. Anybody that wants to see my base. And the last thing I did was I lined my lips with my all-time favorite, my MAC Nightingale lip liner. And I used my Juvia's Place gloss in Yummy Yummy. And this came in my mystery box. And it is so pretty though. I love the glitter and shimmers in it. You know I'm a glitter gal, shimmer gal. So that finishes my look. I did not contour, but I did bronze. So I did bronze with the Cover FX. What did I do with it? The Cover FX pressed powder in the shade Deep. This is what the packaging looked like. And this is the shade I kind of did a little bit of bronzing with. I hope you guys like this look. If you have this eyeshadow palette, let me know your thoughts on it. If you use it, what are your thoughts on it? And until then, if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And become a part of my YouTube family here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.